Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, I'm ready to die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, I'm ready to die. Shoot me. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me, let me die. Shoot me. I'm ready to die. Nigeria. Nigeria. I'm ready to die. Shoot me, let me die.
What a tough question. To achieve the promise of Nigeria, the real promise of Nigeria, because I think that Nigeria could have been and should be one of the greatest countries in the world. That potential, that promise is worth dying for.
Too many Nigerians have died already for Nigeria. People need to stop dying for Nigeria. We need to start living.
There's no cost that is not worth dying for. It depends if you.
Would you die for Nigeria?
Would I die for Nigeria? That's a question I've never really thought about, but it's a possibility.
It's my country. I love Nigeria. I believe Nigeria has potentials. It is worth dying for. It's worth dying for because we have men, women, people like you and I living in Nigeria. Yes, it is. I would die for Nigeria.
You would die for Nigeria?
I will die for Nigeria because my family is back there. It really doesn't matter who's back there. There are people like us. People striving to leave. They want to leave. They want to have food on their tables. They want to be able to take care of their children like people in America and all over the world.
So would you be on the front lines of the battle for change, for democratic change in Nigeria?
Yes, if I was able to, if I had the time, I would. But I don't exactly have the time, but I'm still encouraging people to go out and make their voices to be heard.
So what do you mean by you don't have the time to bring about change in your native country?
We don't have to die to get to where we need to get to. If we have peaceful dialogue, if people just simply do what they're supposed to do, we wouldn't have to be doing what we're doing right now.
So you think a peaceful revolution is possible?
I think it is possible. I think it is possible.
So you think there are a number of issues in Nigeria, a number of problems?
There are a number of problems in Nigeria.
But you don't want to die for those problems to be resolved?
I don't want to die for those problems to be resolved, no.
So would someone have to die on your behalf?
No one will have to die on my behalf. It would have to be a personal choice of mine to go fight for it. At this point, I haven't had enough push to fight for it.
So are you willing to die for Nigeria?
I am 101% willing to die for my country. My fellow comrades in Egypt, Libya, and Algeria did it. And today those countries are liberated. So why can't we do it in Nigeria?
We are here at the Occupy Nigeria protest in New York City at the Nigerian House. This is the office of the Consulate General in New York City. It's Tuesday, January 10th, and we're asking Nigerians, are they willing to die for Nigeria? Is Nigeria worth dying for? Here at the protest is, we have about 100 Nigerians or so gathered here. Let's see what they have to say.
Nigeria is truly worth dying for.
Why so?
Because it's our country. It's so valuable to us. That's the lands of our forefathers. Our forefathers laid their life for our country. But unfortunately, the so-called people we call our leaders right now They don't seem to get it.
For goodness sake, we have no business suffering. The people in Nigeria have no business living with less than $2 a day. There's no reason for that. Why a few go with our money, stealing our monies, stashing our monies abroad? No. We're saying today that we refuse to keep quiet, we refuse to be docile. The women are tired of this, the children are sick and tired of this. We deserve better.
Yes.
A senator in Nigeria is making 30 million naira a month. And a regular Nigerian is making less than $120 a day. At a time like this, when our leaders continue to eat us dry, milk us dry, and eat from us, we are sick and tired of it. And Nigerians are saying no more corruption. Enough of it already. We put them there, they're using our monies, they're stashing our monies abroad, they're using our monies to buy houses in choice locations all over the world, and we are saying no more.
So are you ready to be on the front lines of the protest, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice?
I'm willing to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those who have they died in vain, or is it for a greater cause?
We must ensure that those who have died have not died in vain. That's why this struggle must be seen to its logical conclusions. And as I said when I gave a talk, the struggle is not to reduce the price of fuel. The struggle is indeed to achieve our country, to achieve a nation that we can all be proud of. Okay? And once we do that, then those who have died have not died in vain.
Nigerians deserve better. And Luther continues.
What we need is a leader that can really die for the people, and we don't have that. Because if Jonathan had the will to say, okay, look, I'm taking everybody head on, I'm taking on corruption head on, if I die, I die. But he's not been able to do that. So what we really need is a leader that can say, okay, if I die, I die.
Do you think Nigeria needs to have a revolution in order to change?
It is too, I don't know what adjective can I use. It's a long time coming. Having a revolution right now, this is what we need. We need it right now. We have waited for this opportunity to say all this, but we need it. Because there's no other way out to sort our country out apart from we come out and protest and try to get our country back from these cabals of so-called politicians who have hijacked the system. That is what we need. There is no way out of it. Like Comrade Dibe said, this is not about subsidy. It's about fixing our country, getting our country back from our politicians. That is why we're here. Like the saying goes in back home, when the eye is crying, the nose cries also. Because my family is back home, I'm there with them. Whatever they want to do, the price skyrocket, it affects me because I support my family. And whatever is hard, difficult for them, it affects me indirectly because I am here working hard to support myself and support them.
How old are you?
I'm in my 20s, my late 20s.
Okay, thank you so much. SaharaTV is in Brooklyn, New York. We're at the Buka restaurant, which is an authentic Nigerian restaurant here in Brooklyn, New York. We're asking Nigerians their thoughts about a revolution. Do they want revolutionary change in Nigeria? Are they willing to die for Nigeria? We're here asking these questions. Let's go inside and see what they have to say. Would you say if
I hope you're not gonna.
Just two questions. Just two questions.
But you're not covering my face.
Oh no, you don't want your face?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So if there were a revolution in Nigeria to happen, would you be a part of that?
Sure.
Yeah. So would you die for Nigeria for a revolution?
Actually, that's what Nigeria is worth dying for, but.
You think Nigeria is worth dying for?
Actually, it's my country. Yes, that's what I represent. You understand? I represent my country. Americans, they die for their country, so I should be able to die for my country.
What is it about Nigeria that makes it worth dying for? Many people would disagree.
Yeah, I know many people are going to disagree, but if you're a true and bona fide, citizen of Nigeria, you should devote your life for your country. Understand? Because if Nigeria is great tomorrow, it's because of what you put in. The problem we have in our country is that, sometimes we don't work together. If we can work together as one, I think Nigeria is going to be a better place, and people, are going to die for it.
So pretty much I'm asking young people, are they willing to die for Nigeria? Yes or no? Okay, that's the theme of the questioning.
Well, that is a really broad question. What exactly am I dying for?
This would be for a revolution. This would be for the progress of Nigeria. For example, if someone is willing to die for the betterment of democracy to push it forward, would you be on the front lines?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm the kind of person who believes strongly in the things I know that are right. And I would like to live to see Nigeria get to a good place. But unfortunately, if I have to sacrifice from my life for us to get there, if it means us getting to where we should be, absolutely. Although I think it shouldn't get to the point where people are dying needlessly and uselessly for Nigeria to realize that they need to get their act together. I don't think it should be to the point where people that can be instrumental in rebuilding the country are losing their lives because the government is too stubborn to take the appropriate actions that these people are demanding.
My name is Oliver Buta. I'm originally from Nigeria, but I live here, I work here. I was an international student after graduating, and now I work in New York City.
How long have you been in New York?
Well, I've been in New York since 2007. I did part of my high school in 2006, but I lived in a bunch of places and then came here for college.
So you're following what's going on in Nigeria right now?
Yeah.
Are you willing to die for Nigeria at this moment?
At this moment, I'm not willing to die for Nigeria. I mean, I do believe in the cause that people have in Nigeria. I do believe that the whole issue is wrong, the increase in fuel prices, and we don't know what this subsidy, how it's going to affect the other sectors in infrastructure of Nigeria. So I don't know if I'm willing to die for Nigeria, but I do believe in the cause.
My perception of Nigeria, is very, very deep. So for me, it went from anger to exasperation to numbness, because the country has actually gone to a stage where politically it's not hardly ever in the interest of the Nigerian people that things are done anymore. You would do something like that and hope that there was some reason, something behind the whole thing that would make sense.
Oh wait, I have Zana.
So are you a patriotic Nigerian?
The country has to actually evolve, and not just have this violent revolutionary change. It has to be an evolutionary process. It has to grow such that everybody embraces it and works together. So not only the people at the top, but the Nigerian people as well.
Nigerians need someone that is, in close proximity to the people in authority that can do a serious house cleaning. I'm not advocating going into, Asurok and killing everyone there, but I advocate for someone that is high up there to start the change.
So you think it has to be top down, not grassroots?
It has to be top down, because we have Nigeria. Our leaders have never listened to the people at the bottom.
I'm very much involved. I may not be on the front lines, but I'm very much involved.
Do you think we have enough cheerleaders and not enough fighters?
No, we do need cheerleaders too. We don't just need fighters. We need people to encourage them. We need people to help them, to support them. So, you don't always have to have fighters. You also need people by the side.
I'm disillusioned. I personally don't think Nigeria is going to change for a time to come. It's not going to happen.
You're one of those.
I do not believe that the Occupy Nigeria and all the protests that are going on are going to change Nigeria drastically at this moment. Because Nigeria is governed by crazy people.
Wow.
And if we resort to their level of craziness, they're going to respond by being violent against us.
So you think all this is crazy?
I think it's crazy.
The security.
Water, light, food, shelters.
The major problem of the country is the leadership. There's nothing like middle class in Nigeria. People that are rich are richer. People that are poor, they get poorer day by day. I don't know why we cannot have electricity in that country.
I cannot be able to go back to my country, which I call my country, if there's no light.
I'm more sad than angry that we have so much potential, we have so many resources, but we are where we are. I know that Nigeria is a lot better than this, but unfortunately, because it is governed by people who are only out for their own interests, until we have people that actually care about the needs of Nigerians and that are willing to do what Nigerians need them to do, we will still be in this mess.
When the chips are down and sacrifices have to be made, we still need Nigerians that will make those sacrifices.
They are waiting for food, they are waiting for water. Hear the voice of the wailing masses. They are waiting for lights, they are waiting for